Make sure you jot this down because it's something you'll use for the absolute rest of your proverbial lives. First thing, we have a circle. Just make sure you understand the measurements that we generally use with the circle. We've got the distance through a circle, which is its diameter. We have the distance from the middle of the circle to the outside, which is its radius. And we have the distance around the circle, which is its circumference. Okay. Radius is only halfway through. Diameter is all the way through. And circumference is around. Circumference is the same thing as the perimeter of a circle, but we don't use the word perimeter. And please know that if you take the radius and multiply it by 2, you're going to get the diameter. Or if you take the diameter and cut it in half, you're going to get the radius. Are you with me on that? You are 7th grade now, so we just throw little letters in there for words, because you can handle it, right, Sam? 2 times radius equals diameter, diameter divided by 2 equals radius. Now, the formulas that you need to understand and know here are these. Some guy, somewhere along the line, ladies and gentlemen, measured the circumference of circles, and then he divided it by its diameter, and guess what he got? Every time. No matter what circle he did, he got, well, what's the number? He got actually approximately, you got to do a little squiggly line because we don't know exactly what it is, but he got 3.14. That is an approximation. It is not completely exact, but it's usually close enough for what we use it for. Okay. He also got this, by the way. It is also very close to 22/7. Usually math books will allow you to use either this one or this one as what we say an approximation for pi, because they're close. They're not exact, but they're close. Okay? And because of this whole little thing here, if you rearrange this, okay, if I had this 10 divided by 2 equals 5, correct? What other equations can I make with this? Well, I could also say 10 divided by 5 equals 2, but I could also say that, Holly,
5 times 2 equals 10.
right, I can take these 2 times themselves and give me that, so that's where the formula for circumference comes from, because if I take this one times the bottom one, if I take pi, multiply it by diameter, I get circumference. So that's where this formula that we use, circumference equals pi times diameter, comes from. If you know the diameter of a circle, for example, the Earth, it'd be really hard to take a tape measure and measure around the Earth. I don't know how long it would take you to walk around the Earth with a piece of string or a tape measure. Okay, but we don't need to know that. If by somehow we can figure out the diameter of the Earth, which I don't know how we would do either, but I'm sure we could do it, you know, we can multiply that by 3.14 to figure out how far it is around the Earth. Do you know how far it is around the Earth? Something like 24,000 miles, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
So it's pretty close to 8,000 miles to go through the Earth. Then to go around the Earth is about 24,000 miles.
8,000?
Huh? 8,000 miles to get through the Earth. That's a long ways.
I know.
Because the distance from here to, maybe that's a little long.
No.
If we dug straight through and went right through the center of the earth, we'll be on the other side.
No,
No,
because
no,
then you like
no.
go back and forth between the middle and then the gravitational pull of like
Write down this problem then, please.
Oh, look, they got all sorts of things. Maybe I don't have one for you.
Here's one. The diameter of a circle is 12 feet. What's its radius? No, I don't want that one. Sorry. I don't want that one either. You know what? Turn to page 260, will you? I'm just going to ask you this. Use a calculator.
Where? What's it saying?
We will not use a calculator.
Oh, I see.